Let's start. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Supra International Student Welcome Session. And my name is Shu Yun. You can call me Aaron. I'm a second year student of Economic School, and I'm also the Deputy International Student Officer of Supra. Today with me is Zihan, the Satellite Campus Officer of Supra, and she majors in management. We are the host of this international postgraduate student session. Before we start, we would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of country throughout Australia and recognize their continuing connection to land, waters, and culture. We pay our respects to their elders past, present, and emerging. This session is specially designed for our international students. It's divided into two parts. In the first part, we will mainly talk about the possible issues we international students may encounter in our daily lives and how Supra provides specific support for us international students to address our issues. The second part of this session is essentially a Q&A session. Well, 2020 has been a difficulty and unforgettable year. None of us have, escaped it unscathed in our personal or study lives. But as we look ahead of 2021, the experience of this past year gave us, experience and new opportunities. Supra as an Supra as an international Supra is an independent postgraduate student organization. Is willing to help all of your have a good start, get a better life and academic experience. Can everyone see my screen?
We can see the YouTube. Did you open the PowerPoint? We cannot see the PowerPoint page.
All right, let me. Can you see it
Yeah.
right
Yes.
now? Yep.
Yeah, I see
Okay,
it.
let's continue. Well, Supra is an independent, confidential, and a professional student organization. So we are willing to help all of you to have a good start, get a better life and academic experience. And that is what Supra working for. Today, I'm here representing the postgraduate representative for 33 student counselors, hundreds of students volunteers, and 12 professional caseworkers and lawyers. They have been working on Welcome Week since last December. They have been working online to support international students affected by COVID-19. They attend the university meeting, contact the university and faculties on students' behalf. They answer your question on social media until this morning. We do this because we stand by all postgraduate students. Well, in order to make a better student life and develop a community, Supra hosts regular fun and engaging social events. Normally, we provide a group out of the outdoor hiking, regular training classes, free lunch, and many other activities. Even though you may can't, go to Sydney right now, you can also participate in our online events like online yoga, online workshops, and other interesting events. So if you have time, do not hesitate to register and come to meet our new friends here. Supra also provides professional advice and advocacy services to support you with almost any issues you have while you are a postgraduate student at the university. Our professional staff who are familiar with the university policy are always here to listen to you and help you out. Supra also provides free legal service in multi-language support. If you encountered any legal issues listed, give us a call. We do not just tell you what you can do, and we will also stand by you and help you until you get a good result. So let me introduce our next speaker, Sue Ellen Hears, who is the solicitor of Supra. Let's welcome. Hi, Xuan.
Hello. Hi everyone. My name's Sue Ellen. So I'm one of the solicitors at Supra. So there's myself and Ingrid Van Tongeren, and we provide free legal advice to all members of Supra. Yes, it's all free. We can assist you in all areas of law. So whether it's a criminal matter, intellectual property. So for those students who are doing HDR type work, any debt issues, we do migration law. But basically, if you have any sort of legal issue, get in contact with Supra. You just need to email, and I'm sure the counsellors will put up the contact details. Send us an email, we'll book you in. We're doing all of our advices via either telephone or Zoom. And we would very much like to help anyone who needs some assistance.
Okay. Thank you, Suanna.
Yeah, I think that, yeah, I don't know if there's any questions, but there you go. That's what we can do to help.
Great. Thank you, Suanna.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, let's move to our next part. Now, our next part is on online study, and let's welcome Sally.
Thanks, Aaron. So next slide, please. Can you all hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Could you please move to the next slide? Yeah, thank you. So I'm going to talk about time management and motivation, which I feel is really important, not only for online study, but also like for life. First of all, the time management, there are 2 tricks and tips I usually do. First is to prioritize well, to prioritize all the things. What I usually do is to list all the things that I want to do in a day or in a week, and to rank it as the prioritize the thing that I think is most important and I should do firstly. I would suggest you as a student, you can prioritize things based on your deadline, based on your due date. So then you can have well organized, and then you don't have to be panicked before the exam because you have done all the important stuff earlier. And then after you prioritize all the things, it's the time to make a plan. So what I usually do is to figure out what is your fixable time and what's your flexible time. So what do I mean by this is that in a week, we, like all of us, have 168 hours a week, which is 24 hours a day and times 7 days a week. So that would be 168 hours a week. And then because except your class time, like your tutorial, your lecture time, which is the fixable time, like you can know like what's which day do you have certain class and how long would that class be last. So you can know that and you can deduct that time, and the rest of time is kind of your flexible time. And then I would also recommend you to figure out how many time you want to have a sleep, because we don't want to have like insufficient sleep, and which is not good for our study. So we can deduct our sleep time, and then the rest of time you can do whatever you want. You can review your study, you can hang out with your friends. So I think it's a really good method to juggling your work-life balance. And then is to treat your study as a job. So what I mean by this is that I feel as a student, if you don't have, if your only thing is to study and to go to the classroom to study, then it's not that, I feel like most of people wouldn't have class every day. So they wouldn't study every day. For example, I probably have class on Monday for 3 hours or full day class, and then in between like Tuesday to Thursday I don't have any class. So in between probably some some people, like I used to be like this, I wouldn't do anything related to study. So, and then on Friday, I have another class. I have to pick up that study mode that would cost me a long time to get in that mode. So I would recommend you to treat your study as a job, because what job, if you get into your work, you have to work every day, like from Monday to Friday. So you can keep on that place, and then you won't feel really tired or hard to concentrate when you get into like your study or job. So that's my recommendation. And then after you get your plan, we still need something to motivate you to stick to the plan. So that's the motivation coming to place. And I would suggest you to bribe yourself, just to treat yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. If you like on certain day you procrastinate, don't just blame yourself why you're doing that. There's no reason. You just wanna, probably you need some rest, just let your hair down, and I think that's totally fine. And the other day you can just get more motivated, because the previous day you have a good rest, and the other day you can get into study, get your work done. And then the last but not the least is to, like the last point, don't underestimate the Zoom socializing. Actually, Zoom is a really good socializing platform, even though like for now it's been a year, we all do things online, work from home, and that because of the technology, like loads of the activity and move online, there are loads of online socializing event, network events. You even can networking with professionals via, for example, there are some webinars on LinkedIn if you want to socializing with the professionals. If you want to just socializing with your peers, probably you can join our Supra's some online events. Like I think later on they will introduce the Supra's roast, which is we held the last semester, and it's really good to socialize with your peers and to just have a chat with them. So Zoom is a really good socializing platform. And regarding your study, some of the students probably are really shy to asking questions physically. So Zoom is also a really good platform to help you to ask questions, because if you don't feel comfortable to turn on your camera or show your face in front of the classroom while you're asking questions, you just feel free to turn off it. And then if you also don't want other people to know like who asked the question, probably you can make your anonymous list where you just can have your nickname on the Zoom, so no one will know who asked the questions. So actually Zoom is a really platform, and just make good use of. And yeah, that's all of my sharing, and I will hand over to Zoe.
Thank you, Sally. Can you turn to the next page? Okay, cool. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Zoe. I'm the core education officer with Supra. And today I would like to share with you guys about some tips of using Canvas and Zoom, which I believe is the most important tools for especially the online learning for the next coming semester. And I hope you can have some takeaway from my sharing later today. And I hope that will be helpful for your online learning experience with USeed. And so first, let's talk about Canvas. There are two common ways to access it. First is on laptop or computer to log in your account through UC Canvas webpage. And secondly is that we can download the apps on our phone. Normally I use laptop or computer access most of the time, but I really recommend like every one of you download the apps on your phone, because all the new updates from the professor, there will be notification appears on your phone, so you'll be keep updated with all the information sharing by your professor or faculty or the uni. You won't miss any important news or announcements. And here are 3 important sections on Canvas, which are highlighted in the image on the right hand of the slides. First one is the one in the red circle, which is a help icon. Under this section that we can see the Canvas guides for students, which I recommend you to spend maybe a couple 10 or 20 minutes on this weekend. Just click this page and read through the informations. It's talking about what kind of functions Canvas provided and what kinds of information we can get through Canvas. And also, anytime if you have any question about Canvas, feel free to come back to this page. Usually your question will be addressed there. Secondly is a course section, which circle in the yellow color. This is the main section of Canvas. And you can see all the units you enrolled for this semester or the previous semester as well. And under each unit page, there will be unit study, academic stuff, contact details, and all the reading and learning materials which shared by your professor. Also, our online assessment link or the link for assignment submission are provided there as well. Be aware that study with USIT or your individual or group project assignment will be submitted through Canvas instead of any direct mails with your work to your professor. And after they review your works, the marks and feedbacks will give to you from them also through Canvas. And thirdly is the inbox function, the icon which are highlighted in green. They will be include all the announcements from the professor or the faculty. And please do not let any like unread message there for long, because it can help you to ensure that you know all of the due dates and important informations about your unit or your assessment. Next page, please. Okay, so next I will talk about Zoom. Like Sally mentioned that Zoom is really a good tool for us to socialize with your peer students. And also this semester, we're still doing online streams. So there will be online tutorials or lectures. Even your lectures is provided in with recorded videos. There will be like an online workshop for you as well. So to get familiar with Zoom function is important before the semester. And give me a second. So make sure every time you log in Zoom with your with SSO. So if you are UC student, you will have like a Uni Premium account access, which granted you like unlimited meeting time every time. Unlimited time for every meeting. And yes, and also you can log in different devices. So every time you sign in with SSO, and there will be a box for you to key in our university domain, which is uni-Sydney. And then it will address you to a web page to key in your unique key and password. And after you key in everything, you'll log in with Zoom with your Uni Premium account. And yeah, so before you attend online tutorials, labs, or workshops, I suggest that you can test your video or audio before that. Make sure the function works well. Although like you can turn off the camera or just don't use the mic during the lecture or something, but there might be some online presentation requirement for your unit which needed to speak up, and there might be some lectures have participant attendance mark. So in such unit, your professor might request you turn on your camera. So make sure all of these functions works well. So, and also I guess that there are a couple of days or weekends before next semester started. So I highly recommend you can just spend a few minutes in this weekend trying to start the Zoom meeting, maybe with your friends or family, to check all the fun functions on Zoom, like share screens, reactions, chat box, and then notes, to get familiar with these tools and get yourself prepared for the next semester. So next page, please. Above all of this I shared, if you face any technical issues about Zooms or your internet, always feel free to reach the Uni ICT teams, and they will provide you timely support. And you can take a screenshot of this, but if you miss this, you always can Google ICT usage and you will be addressed to the right page. And yeah, this is all my sharing today. And I wish all of you a good luck for the coming semester. And yeah, enjoy the all week as well. Thank you.
Okay, let's welcome Kathy. Hi, Kathy.
Hi. Hi. I'm going to introduce like some tips for your overseas studying. And for international students who have to study overseas, like the first thing you need to be careful is your time difference. So the university actually apply the Eastern Standard Time. It is quite important to like remember the standard time and the summer time. Standard time starts from the April and ends at October, and the remaining time is summertime. For example, like for Chinese students, now the Australian apply the standard time, so the time difference will be like 3 hours, while after April, the time gap will be 2 hours. So it might be very important you to remember this time. And by the way, for Chinese students, you may need to use the VPN to accessing the Australian websites. So the university has the official one, which is free. That was quite good. And I will send a link into the chat box so you can click and then access the introduction page. I will send the link now. Is that? Oh, sorry. Yeah. And you can click and then you can see an introduction page. If you download successfully, then you can see the login page in the right hand, and you will need your unique key and your password to log in. And lastly, I also got some tips for your study. Sorry, next page. Like the first one will be understanding the process of online study. You need to always pay attention to your Canvas page to see the introduction to the online exam. And also you need to pre-test the internet. For the online exam, we usually use the ProctorU, which you may need to install in advance. I will introduce more later. And meanwhile, you need to keep your student ID and passport with you when you have exams, as they may ask you to show that in front of the camera. And for the ProctorU, you may need to download and set up your account before the exam. I will also send the link into the chat box so that it will be more convenient. And then you may need to like read through the online exam steps. Our university also got the specific page to introduce the process. So I will also send into the chat box. After these preparations, you also need to do the practice exam in advance to see whether your internet is stable or not. But remember, you cannot wear the headphones during the exam, otherwise it will be treated as cheating. So that's pretty much more for our overseas online study. If you have like more questions, please feel free to leave your message on the chat box.
Okay, thank you for sharing. Let's welcome the next speaker, Chris. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Shuyun. Maybe could I share my screen?
Yep, let me stop.
Okay, cool. Now turn to my part. So, hello everyone. I'm Chris. I am this is my final semester of my Master of Commerce, and student. My major is the finance and big data. So today I will be the person who giving out the presentation about some useful resources and support from our university. So let me come to the first one. As you already see, that is I think it is the university official website, and it's really useful for all of us. I think most of the students will face some questions and meet some problems when you have something concerns that I think the university official website is your first choice to solve your problem. The reason why I want to strongly recommend this is because a few students was come to our Supra and asked for some question for help. However, they can get their answer in our university official website directly and more efficiency. And I also see that some students already post their inquiry, such as the legal working rights, legal services, legal rights. Yeah, I think the first one you should type your keyword in the university official website, and maybe some useful link will jump it. And then because it is, I think, from my perspective, I think the university official website is the most useful tools for our international students. So I will share my screen and share you how to practice it in the later. And then we go to the second part. The second part is the student center. The student center is an supplement of the Sydney University postgraduate Sydney University website, and they can answer some questions related, such as the applying for a new course, some question about exam and unit enrollment and your timetable and such things. If you cannot find the answers in our website, I think you can email the student center or call them or get contact with them, and they are all well trained and very full experienced staff. And you also can join a webinar. They always run some webinar for the new international students. And I will copy this webinar to all of you to let you can cool. So let me continue. So the third part is the library. The library is the very useful tool resources for all of us when you're writing your report or your group assignment. In our university, you can access a wide range of the database and very useful other electronic resources. You can also get a guideline on such as writing and reference. And the fourth part is the career center. Yeah, I think because for the freshmen, you may not need that, but when you graduate from our university, I'm pretty sure that everyone will face how to choose your job, how to find a job, how to choose it. Maybe you need to revise your resume, or you want to prepare your interview. I think the Career Center will help you to do these things, and they will provide you confidentially and free services to all of our graduate students. And such as they will provide the services such as the finding jobs, applying for jobs, and career advice and development. So the next part is the mental health support. As everybody knows that the past year was a really challenging year, and we all face so it's a really hard, I think, for everyone. So sometimes if you feel not so comfortable when you meet some bad things as a student, I recommend you to the mental health support. And this staff, they are also very experienced in solve your mental health problems. So you can access a specialist at any time, and you can just email them. So the sixth part is the Learning Center and the Center for the English Teaching. I know that some of you may also want to improve your English level, and such as how to write a very formally academic report, or how to improve my English pronunciation. I think Learning Center would be a better choice for you. And I will show you how to accept it later. There are also some other online activities that will provide to all of other students, such as the USU. USU is run our university societies and clubs. Our university is the more than 200 society. So if you want to meet some people, they are have the similar interest with you, or you want to find some learn some new skills, I think USU societies and clubs is a better choice. And another is our senior university sport and fitness. Such as, for example, if I want to find some friends that still also good at basketball, some friends also want to play basketball, I think you can go to the sports and fitness part. So the last part is the Cine Ideals. For the Cine Ideals, they are creative programs that run by our university. It will run some tutorial for some leading thinker, let them to share their ideas and some creative arguments. So I think if you want to get some new ideas, you could go to the Cine Ideas, and you can also subscribe their newsletter and get websites, get an update on their related news. I will share it on the chat box. Okay, cool. So okay, above is the resources that our university provided to the international students, and now it's the practice time. So how could I access to the above information, such as the CET, such as the Learning Center, such as library? I will show you how to practice it. So can you hear my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see. We see your screen.
Okay, cool. Okay, so the first, you can go to the Google and just type the USYD. You could get our official website, just click it. Okay, so now you can see our university official website, such as, so when you, okay, the first course information. I am a business student, so let me, such as if we want to finance the 5001, this is a business unit in my course. So if I want to find some detailed information, how should I get it? You just type your unit code and you will get such as this one. And it will direct you to, okay, the 5000 and detailed unit information. So not only for the business school, the other schools such as IT, they also, you can you can also search your course unit information in our website. Okay, the second one is Learning Center. It's a very useful tool. You can also get, there is a search button here, and click it, just type it, Learning Center. Learning Center. And it will direct you to, yeah, cool. You could say the Learning Center run few workshops this semester, and you can register for their workshop. They will run such as the oral presentation, essay writing, foundation of Grammarly, academic writing. Yeah, if you're interested about this the tutorial, you could just register it, and they are all free. Very, very useful, right? So the next one is library and the database. Okay, cool. So the same, when you go to our website, and you can see there is library. Just click it, go to the library, and you can see this. For example, if I want to search some reports about machine learning, I major in machine learning, you just type it, and it will direct you to the relative books and informations. Yeah, you can get it. And another useful tool is database. What you can click the database. Okay, so you can see the dashboard, and such as if I want to find the Morningstar, this is the business database for getting some stock price. You could just search it, and because you are university student, you can get access for all this database for free. Really useful for your assignment and a good project. So next one, yeah, short-term project exchange. Yeah, few students, they are very interesting about maybe I want to exchange to another country, another university. It's all, you can also get the information, short-term exchange, that's search it. And okay, study overseas and study abroad and exchange, just click it. And okay, cool. Now you can see the project, detailed project information if you want. And I think that for this semester, they will still run winter break program or winter program. Yeah, there are many cities you can choose, such as China, Hong Kong, Japan, France, Italian, Spanish, UK. Yeah, many countries, you can choose whatever you like, okay? So this is the short-term project. And the last one is the critic and reduce volume. Okay, the same. Go to the university website and then just type it, critic. You will get the detailed information such as how could I critic for the previous study. Yeah, you will know the steps, how it works, what types can critic. Yeah, useful. So yeah, I show you how to get access for the above information. I think it would be useful to you. And as I said before, if you meet some question, the first choice you can Google USYD and your keywords. I think it will help you, or you can use our uni website to search it. You will also get your answers. This is the most directly choice for you, and I believe that 90% of your problem would be solved by this way. Another way, so how about the rest 10%? You should contact our Supra or student center, as I said before. I think this will solve all of your questions, I think. Yeah, so this is my part. I hope everyone could have a better coming semester. Yeah, thank you.
Hi everyone, this is Sihan, and I'm now going to move on to our Q&A section. So recently, we've got one question on chat box, which is like, I am international student currently studying overseas. Where can I get info regarding my work rights if I have a casual or part-time job with an Australian employer? Well, our response to this question is that you can contact our legal staff. You can email them, and my colleagues also post on the website for student visa, which you can get access to get more information on it. And there's no further question here. So I would like to assume that our meeting has catered all your needs. And if you guys don't mind, you guys can feel free to jump in or just right now typing on the chat box. All right, so since there's no more question,
There is
All
a
right.
question asked about where can they find the meeting records. Following that, I think we will do a record and the notes for this event, and there will be recording sharing on through our WeChat and also our Facebook or Instagram. So follow us on all the social media, then you will see the link for this recording.
Okay, there's one more question. I have a question about the timetable in Allocate Plus system. Is this same with the Canvas one? Anyone can answer to this question.
You mean to allocate your timetable? So all the timetable we are doing while you enroll each unit or each stream is go through the personal timetable usage webpage. And I think it's different from the Canvas one. The Canvas you can see is all the scheduled lecture, readings, and learning materials of each week. But you might not able to update it all your like schedules. There is a specific timetable webpage for your timetable.
Okay, thank you, Zoe. There's one more question. I want to ask if we have an VPN info for an international student not in Australia. Anyone to answer?
Well, I can answer this question. I think we recommend you use the VPN from Sydney Union, because after we tested so many VPN, we think could be the most stable one for Chinese student to use. Yeah.
But I want to add one point with Chuyun. Yeah, it's the most stable one. However, sometimes when you used our university VPN, you may find that it's hard to access the Google Scholar. Yeah, so this part it's maybe the IT issues, but you cannot accept it, and it's really, from my perspective, I don't think that it will provide the app in our phone. So we recommend you use our VPN in your laptop. Yeah.
All right, thank you guys. So regarding to the timetable question, my colleagues have already posted a link on the checkbox. There's one more question. Since I am an overseas student, how do I get my student ID card? Since I don't have an Australian address and it's not possible to pick it up in person, I guess the main question is, do I need it for online classes to get access to anything?
The student ID can grant you access to the university buildings, library, or like printing machines. If your stream is online, basically, you just remember your uni number. The student number is most important. So basically, you might not really need the actual student card if your whole semester for your enrollment is online. Yeah.
Thank you, Zoe. Okay, I think that's pretty much of everything. So before you guys go, may I invite you guys to scan on our QR code so that you guys can get the most updated news about our campus life. And by the way, would you mind to turn on your camera, because we're going to take a group selfie and this would probably be posted on